Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Today we have a very retro, awesome alternate paint scheme from 2001. It ran in the Budweiser Shootout. It is Ricky Rudd's 2001 Havoline alternate paint scheme. Let's go ahead and check it out. Well, let's go ahead and hop in today's diecast review. And today, guys, look how cool this freaking paint scheme is. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful, beautiful car. It's a shame it was not featured on NASCAR Thunder 02 or Thunder 03 because it definitely deserves to be on there. Now, they did include the Muppets car from 02, the primary from 02, and then they included also the Need for Speed car from 2001. But this alternate paint scheme ran at the Bud Shootout, and I believe this one was actually released in a promo pack with the Need for Speed Porsche game. Now, how the heck did they get a Need for Speed Porsche game with a Ford diecast is beyond me, but apparently that's one of the ways this car was distributed back in 01. Now, what's interesting, another little Larry McNugget, is the car says 2000, right? This was probably concocted late 2000. This is back in the days when you would go to a racetrack and all the newest crap was there, possibly months before it even hit the racetrack. So, you know, these big sponsorship deals, they were done well in advance, and this is really a time capsule of that era. So what's so cool about this car is half of it is silver, and the other half is like a deep, nice gloss black. Just beautiful paint job. Beautiful. Love it. So you got Havoline right there on the hood. Love that. You got the, I think, yeah, these are pistons there. Really cool motion graphics. Go to the front of the diecast. You got that bright, I mean, very bright, almost like a neon red. That's how bright it is. Valence skirt right there. Got Taurus. Got the number, or got the Ford decal there. Got number 28. Got Moog, Clevite, Simpson, Edelbrock. I think it's Plastalock there. Now, what's cool about it is this was a plate car, so the front end of the car is a little bit more rigid on these action/winter circle molds. So this is actually probably the most realistic version of this car you'll ever see because it was a plate car, and the front ends of those cars were more restricted than when they go to like Rockingham or something. So we're to the left side of the car. I mentioned that silver paint job. Check this out. I mean, this is real silver. It is beautiful paint. I mean, just look at the transition here. One of the smoothest transitions I have ever seen on a diecast. And I'm not even kidding. Like, you can tell they actually painted this thing. Need more evidence of this? Look at the bottom of the car, how the paint, it looks seamlessly. Like, you have silver in the back, and then you have the black paint up front. Unbelievable job. Love it. So this was an actual custom paint job. Like, they actually sprayed half the car, I believe. Because I don't think you can do that good of a transition with decal. I mean, it's based on pixels. Remarkable stuff. So you got the giant 28 there, which looks fantastic. You have like the stripe right here, a little bit of a shadow effect in the front. You got so many contingencies on this car. It looks beautiful. So you got the Havoline Texaco logo there as a Texan. I love that. Just look at that, like the transition there. It's so beautiful. I got the pistons there. You got Rebestos, Mac Tools, whatever the biff that is. Got Cup Series, Bud Polo War, you got Goodyear, EA Sports. I mean, look at all these cool decals there, man. It's so awesome. And one of the more nostalgic things of this is one of the final cars I believe ever made with the red interior. That used to be a thing. Like, the actual, like, inside of the car, the cockpit, could be painted different colors. Dale Earnhardt did that for many years when he would have the inside of his car painted, and it would hide welding spots so they could bend the rules, so to speak. You know, with all the different, you know, rule changes and inspecting cars, it was easier to hide the things. If you're making your car lighter or making it heavier in certain portions, it was easier to hide it to, bend the rules. So you got Ricky Rudd right there. Coca-Cola, Ford Racing, Texaco. I mean, just look at all these contingencies, man. Awesome stuff. Got your Goodyear #1 Eagles. That is really, really cool. Go to the caboose of the diecast. Again, this is a loose car, so you're going to have a few paint chips. This thing did come in like a Gold Series style box with the Need for Speed game, I believe. They might have made a normal Winter Circle release of it. I don't know the true origins of this car. You'd probably have to look at like the codes and stuff. That's on the windows maybe, because there's like a little serial code on different parts sometimes. Anyways, go to the back of the diecast, get Express Loop there, get Texaco. I mean, that Texaco logo with the silver just looks fantastic, man. You got the Rebestos decal, you got number 28. Yes, there is no taillight decal. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I could be mistaken. Now, I will say, with this car having the year 2000 stamp, so to speak, underneath it, the real paint scheme is a little bit different. There's like a red gradient on the hood. So that might be the reason why there's no taillight thing. With this being like a promo, which I believe it is, at least it was offered as a promo with that 2-pack thing with the Need for Speed game. This probably was an early example of the paint scheme, and then by the Bud Shootout in 01, they already made substantial changes to it. So that is another time capsule of the sport where paint schemes would be unveiled and distributed as a diecast months and months in advance of the actual running of the race. Very similar to how Kyle Larson's 2024 Coca-Cola 600 paint scheme was offered as a diecast before the summer was even over, I believe, in 2023. So roughly 8 months in advance. They used to do that all the time back in the Winston Cup days. The roof of the diecast here got the number 28. Now, the 28 on the roof is actually very different than the real car. It was a little bit wider of a font. So again, that's one of the the discrepancies you see with diecasts compared to the real car. Regardless, still looks fantastic. And you go to the deck lid of the car, got Havoline once again, extended life, antifreeze. So maybe that's the coin of this car. Is it like antifreeze? I mean, look at these paint schemes, guys. I mean, they just, all the petroleum-based paint schemes we see in this sport, whether it's Logano Shell Pennzoil liveries, whether it's the Valvoline cars, whatever it be. I mean, look how beautiful the Texaco Havoline paint schemes were in the early 2000s. This ain't including also the standard year 2000 and 2001 primary, which is basically the black and red car. Not even including the Need for Speed car, the Muppets car. So many amazing stuff. And then in 03, Jay McMurray came on and they made a paint scheme that had silver and black. It was an unbelievable paint scheme. Love that car so much. My point is that they just don't hit the same that they do nowadays. What a awesome looking diecast, guys. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next NASCAR Diecast review. Have a blessed one, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Diecast Buffet. Signing off.